Good morning. So, I wanted to share just two things with you this morning. Let me find my light. So, as I was working out this morning, I had two awesome revelations. And they started with the fact that I've been working with an amazing trainer, fitness and nutrition. And that trainer is Big Hack Earl. And most of you don't know, but he's an incredible fitness and nutrition trainer. He's actually becoming certified right now. So one thing he's been doing as he's been working with Earl Wesley and I is he's been doing a lot of stretching of us and trying to strengthen our core. When I was in that cast, I really didn't do a lot of movement for 8 weeks, so I'm very tight. And I remember the first day he said, "Joy, I want you to sit on the floor, legs straight out, together, feet up, and I want you to put your head in your lap." And I'm like, I could barely get 2 inches down, let alone my head all the way in my lap. And so I attempted to do it, and as I thought, I was like not very far down. And he just started to coach me to breathe. And he said, "Just breathe, Joy. Breathe and breathe into the motion. Breathe into the motion." And I noticed that as I breathe, every time I breathe, I would go down further and further and further. And before you know it, my head was almost in my lap. And I wasn't in tremendous pain. And, um, and I was almost there. So this morning, as I was doing my exercise slash meditation slash worship, I found myself breathing, just breathing into every motion, being intentional about breathing into it. And I thought about, that applying that to life, and the fact that when things seem impossible, we have to remember to breathe. We have to remember to breathe and allow our breath to push us into the process. And as we breathe into the process that we're endeavoring towards, before you know it, we'll be there just by breathing. That's why we have to remind ourselves to breathe. The other thing that I noticed this morning during exercising is that in the past, anytime I would start feeling pain during exercising, that was my cue to stop. It was my cue that, okay, I'm done. I noticed this morning, though, as I was doing push-ups, right? And I was doing 80 push-ups, and I was on my fourth set of 20. And this was the first time I've ever gotten to 80 or even endeavored to get to 80. And as I got to the last maybe 10, I was shaking and I was hurting at this point. But I noticed that instead of doing what I would have normally done, which is either quit or rush the process so that it would go faster. Instead, what I did was I slowed down and I really pushed into every movement, and I really embraced the pain. And those last 10 push-ups were extremely painful, but instead of rushing it to allow me to get through it quickly, I endeavored to experience it, and I breathed through it, and I embraced the pain. And then I realized I was thankful for the pain, because all I could think about was what this pain was going to produce. That this pain was going to produce lean, strong arms. This pain was going to produce the speeding of my metabolism, which would help me process the foods that I eat. This pain would get me to the miracle. So, for you, I say today, 1, remember to breathe, and 2, relish in the pain, understanding the miracle that's right behind it. Just breathe. Once again, as always, I thank you for growing with me today. As you can see, I too am a work in progress. And I just, endeavor to share this progress with you. And I hope that you would do the same. Peace, everyone.